So ever since the draft has come and gone, we've had a lot of new people subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I'm really happy to say that. Welcome aboard. Happy to see you enjoying the content if you do enjoy it. Of course, if you don't enjoy it, then hey, you could unsubscribe. But today I wanted to make a video that is not going to get me a whole bunch of views. This is not going to make me a boatload of money. This is not going to really boost my channel for clout. This is a video that I wanted to make mostly just for me. And at the same time, while this is a video for me, I recognize that there are so many just lovely individuals who keep up with this channel, who keep up with me, that like me enough to actually appreciate it when I go out there and make videos talking about my life or about the life of being a YouTuber or somebody that makes videos full-time as their job. Because that's kind of what YouTube is to me. This is my job. I make videos for a living. This has been my thing for the past few years. And it pays well enough that it can be my full-time thing. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm super, super grateful to be in this position where making videos and entertaining you is my full-time job. But today's video I wanted to go over talks about mostly my story. Why I'm here. Why I make the videos that I do. And just my overall perspective on it. I get it, this is a really meta kind of commentary, and if you don't really care about me, then you're free to skip this. There are a bunch of other videos on the channel. But for the few of you that actually do care enough about me to listen, I appreciate you. And if you want to go out there and talk more so about other things, like any advice from a YouTuber or whatever, if you want to make your own videos, things that I do on my channel, then hey, leave it in the comments. We'll see if we can make more videos revolving around topics like that. But today what I wanted to do is go over my story. Because when it comes to my journey to YouTube, I sort of have a strange path in comparison to other people who make hockey content, who make regular content, who make gaming content, vlogging content, whatever. My story is a little bit different from everybody else. I'm 23 years old. I was born in the summer of 2000, so I recently turned 23. Happy belated to me. And when I was, let's say, 8 years old, my parents bought me a PlayStation for the first time. I played a bunch of video games. Guitar Hero, Lego Batman, what else was there? Need for Speed, Mod Nation Racers, like MotorStorm. I played video games like crazy. And this culminated to the 2010s, where there was a brand new video game that I wanted to play because one of my family friends was playing it, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. At the time, the game coming out was Call of Duty Black Ops, and I was 10 years old, and I asked my parents, hey, can we go to Best Buy and pre-order this game? My mom said yes, and then we did it. We pre-ordered the game, waited a little bit, and then the night before the game actually came out, my mom ended up having a talk with me. She said, hey, why is this game that we pre-ordered a game for 17-year-olds? And I kind of had a look of shock on my face because she realized from her coworker that this game that she was going to pre-order and get for me was M for mature. I was 10 years old at the time. And eventually my parents got into this entire conversation about how I need to be mature and understand like what's the difference between the games and not. We had a good long talk about it, and my parents actually deemed me mature enough to be able to play an M for mature game. Thank you to my parents. Without this talk and without their trust in me, I might not even be here making videos. Who really knows? And the reason I say that is because back in this time frame, 2010, 2011-ish, I was so into Call of Duty videos on YouTube that it became my secondary obsession. Playing Call of Duty and then watching videos of people play Call of Duty. I would watch guys play games, they would commentate over their games, and they would talk about anything. They'd talk about the game, they would talk about their lives, they would answer questions from fans, they'd talk about YouTube drama, their opinions on things. And this is where my love for the form of audio narrative storytelling came from. I loved just watching videos of guys playing games and talking. My heroes were guys like Xjaws, Woody's Gamertag, Wings of Redemption, T Martin, KYR Speedy, Drifter, Whack4863, COD Gameplay, iFlyIllini. These names don't mean anything to you, most likely, but they meant the world to me back then. They made videos of them playing COD, and they talked over the gameplay. And it was something that I saw value in that I wanted to do as well. So, in 2012-ish, I asked my dad, hey, can we go to Future Shop? If you're Canadian, you remember Future Shop? Yeah, that's an old store. They had a device that you could buy called a Dazzle. This was a capture card that you would plug into your PS3 via the analog red, white, and yellow cables. You would plug it into the device would go into your computer, and it would allow you to record gameplay in standard definition and do whatever you wanted with those video files. I wanted this device because I wanted to make my own videos. And I did that. You could go to this channel and go by oldest, and you can see that some of the videos have terrible quality. They were recorded in 360p pretty much, and the microphone that I would use, yeah, you know how I said I like Guitar Hero? I would use that Guitar Hero World Tour USB microphone to record my audio commentaries and just talk about whatever it is that I wanted to talk about. And this pattern went on for a long time. I had spent my entire grade 6, grade 7 year or whatever just making random videos of Call of Duty games and me talking about whatever it is an 11-year-old wanted to talk about in the background. And it was okay. I mean, these videos sucked, but for a guy who was 11 years old doing this for the first time, I thought they were pretty alright. And sure, I took breaks once in a while. There was no real commitment here. It was all just a passion project. I was making, at most, like $3 a month in ad revenue, so it didn't really matter if I missed out on a month, or a week, or a day. I would just upload whenever. But as I got some fans, as I started to grow just a little bit, I eventually started to devote more time and money into this channel. Over the years, I got better microphones. Over the years, I got better capture cards. And eventually, making videos was such a strong hobby of mine that I started uploading a whole bunch of random stuff. I'd record games of GTA, Need for Speed, bunch of racing games, Call of Duty games. I would also do NHL, because around the 2011 era, that's when I got into the National Hockey League. The Canucks made the finals, and I was like all the other kids in my class who were watching the games because we wanted to be cool. And it was just generally the cool thing to do. I was like, okay, look at this team, the Canucks. Who's the Sedins? Oh, why are there two of them? And eventually I got the NHL video games, and it got to a point where I was recording my season mode games, posting those onto YouTube, recording my GM modes sometimes. I would post that onto YouTube as well. Some of these got views, others didn't, but NHL for the most part was just one of many things that I would upload on this channel. Even if you sort by most popular, you'll see videos from all over the place. WWE videos, gutterball videos, some NHL season videos, even a Facebook mobile messaging game video. And so my channel, while at the time it was called Lego Rocks 99 Gaming, was just that, a gaming channel. But one day, I ended up making a video that was not about something revolving my video game. It was just me talking about something that I wanted to talk about, and what I talked about in this video was the Troy Stecher signing, back when it happened. This was a video of me using NHL gameplay in the background, where I was talking about the news. Hey, Troy Stecher signed with Vancouver. This is amazing. And this was a big deal. And after this, I slowly started to realize that, hey, I'm a hockey fan that spends a boatload of my time every day with my friends in the morning in the libraries at school talking about hockey. Every day in my grade 12 senior year, my friends and I would meet up in the library every morning and we'd say, hey, you see that goal Kuznetsov scored last night? Yeah, nasty. Oh, you saw that new article that popped up? There was this trade rumor revolving this team and this player. Oh, hey, did you see that trade? Yeah, that guy's going over to Nashville. That's crazy. My friends and I would talk every day just about the random grab bag topics of the National Hockey League. And I enjoyed this so much that I realized, hey, I could actually bring that sort of conversation onto my YouTube channel. The videos that I made where I talked about NHL news actually did get quite a few views, and upon realizing that there was a market for talking about hockey, that's when I was like, yeah, I could actually combine my two loves into one. My love for video game content, wherein audio commentary was the voice, and my love for hockey. So I started making more videos like that. And as everything started to grow in 2017-18, it got to the point where this became a very sustainable job. I would start making videos every day, and this carried over into college when I would still be making videos every day, getting paid for it while also going to school. And I've said this before, we're sort of getting into familiar territory. Once the pandemic hit and I was set to go on co-op in my radio arts program at BCIT, My very lovely professors at BCIT ended up approving this YouTube channel as my co-op because I wasn't making $3 a month anymore. I was making quite a bit more. And my profs saw that and they're like, yeah, that's actually good enough to be considered full-time employment. So you just got to sign these papers and we'll let you go on co-op and you can actually make YouTube videos as your full-time thing. That was 3 years ago. And after a few seasons of going up and down in terms of money, in terms of growth, in terms of doing streams and not doing streams, making videos on news and other things related to prospects, trade rumors, trades themselves, team updates, I'm here in 2023, sitting in my computer chair at 2 a.m. in the morning talking about something that I just wanted to get off my mind because I feel like I want to share my story. I want to share the dreams and the aspirations of an 11-year-old guy back in 2011 that loved video game commentary style videos where he'd talk about anything, and how I use this love to form this channel with this same format. I've said this before, but I could make videos where I record my face talking to you about whatever it is I'm talking about, but that's not really my style. I love audio commentary because this is what I grew up with, and quite frankly, it's what I went to school with as well. I went to radio school. That's kind of all about talking, isn't it? And besides, I feel like my strengths come with my commentary in the first place, and whether or not there's video footage of me talking to you face to face, you're looking at my face, or if you're just listening to my voice on a microphone, the effect is the same. You're being guided through this narrative journey with my voice, and that is the form of storytelling that I absolutely fell in love with over a decade ago, and it's why I make the videos that I do here today. So yeah, some of y'all might be wondering why I make videos with video game footage rather than with my face, how I got into this YouTube thing in the first place. I'll always be super grateful that this was the opportunity that was bestowed upon me. I know I've worked really hard, but I couldn't have done this without any of you. So if anybody else has been wondering about that, this is the video that you needed, I guess. And if there's anything else you wanted to talk about, any other things about me or about YouTubing in general that you want to see in a video, then hey, let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts? If there's anything else you would like to talk about, I'm all ears. Definitely would love to talk more so about this entire thing. But for now, the gameplay is over. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Social links are down below. Make sure to troll, dislike, and not subscribe to Lego Rock 99. And bye.